gals, welcome to Fiber Friday. Today we are doing our May wrap up, so we're gonna cover everything that I made, I worked on, I read, I wrote, I recorded, I finished, all of that stuff. We're gonna talk about it today. So some of these projects I actually don't have with me anymore because I already delivered them or brought them to people. It actually might just be one of them. But anyway, we'll start with this one first. Let's go into what I made. So the first and only project that I don't have with me is this. This is my Meowdy Partner embroidery project. I started this one a while back and then I finally got it finished, and then this is the back of it because I didn't have a big enough piece of felt, so I had to sew 4 pieces of felt together and make it work. But I did it and it's finished and it's at my desk, so I'm really excited about it. It's there. Heck yeah. Okay, the second project I finished is this neon purple knit beanie from Quarter Cakes yarn. My friend Laura dyed this. It's right here. This is what it looks like caked up. But I finally finished this one. I don't have a pattern for it. I just like made it up. But I posted it on my Instagram. So if you're interested, just go find this post and the details are in that post. Other thing, I am a affiliate with Quarter Cakes yarn now. So if you want any of her incredible yarn, she does a ton of different really fun neons, rainbows, some gorgeous variegateds, and some really cool solids. Go check it out, quartercakes.com. If you use the code SAMB, just one word, you'll get a discount on your order, and her prices are wildly affordable. So go get the yarn. I swear it's the best yarn I've ever worked with. I love it so much. Yeah, go get it. Okay, the next thing that I made is this washcloth. I just crocheted a little dishcloth real fast. I didn't weave in the ends, but that's fine. I will eventually. But it's like so stretchy. I love it so much. But yeah, isn't this really cool? This is made with Dishy yarn. I have a link for this in the description too. I'm a KnotBadBritt ambassador. It just sounds like I'm selling shit to y'all today. I'm so sorry. But I guess that's how I make money. So thanks for using the links when you can. But yeah, so Dishy yarn, and I believe this is like 10% off this month, but don't quote me on that. However, I have a code, you get a discount, you should use it. It's all in the description. And then finally, the last thing I made, I'm actually wearing. This is called the In the Groove top. And this pattern, it's on Ravelry. Obviously, I linked it for you below. It's actually a collaboration that I'm doing with Hobby. So you'll learn more about that here coming up on the 11th. So this one's a little bit of a surprise, but I did want to show you that it's finished and I made it and it's cool. But yeah, I will tell you more about that next month. Okay, so now let's talk about the projects that I worked on. The first one is another Hobby collaboration. I'm working on this blanket, and this is made with their Sultan Shadow Cotton Kings yarn. This is what it looks like. And I'm doing the 1 to 3 method, so that way it's a thicker yarn and I'm not having to crochet with size 1 yarn, or knit with, no, I'm crochet with size 1 yarn. I get so mixed up on all of my different projects. I have too many WIPs and I know that. The next project I'm working on is just a project for me. This is the Heat Waves top. It's also a Ravelry pattern. This is what I've got going on so far. I started this in May as well, and then this is the yarn. I had to split it into tiny cakes because it kept like collapsing on itself, because this is also size 1 yarn. But I'm working on that. I'm so excited to finish that. I'm struggling with it a little bit because it's the first time I've ever done lace work, and there's like 55 rows of lace work or something like that. So I'm a little bit nervous. I think I'm doing it right. If not, that sucks, and I'll probably wear it anyway. The next project that I worked on is actually attached to my cute little flamingo yarn holder thing that I have here. I love this little baby. I haven't named it yet, but I'm working on it. But I'm actually frogging this. I started knitting a dishcloth and I was just making it up as I was going, and I hate it. So we're getting rid of that. But I am knitting a dishcloth that I love. This one's almost done. I just have a teeny tiny bit left to finish, so this will be done probably this week. And then I'm also working on, I started designing, for me, I don't know if it's going to be a pattern, a new cardigan. It's a Tunisian crochet cardigan. So this is the base of the back right now. It's made with the the Big Twist Living yarn in their non-binary colorway. So I'm really excited. I've always wanted a non-binary cardigan, but I just haven't made one yet, and now I am. So I hope I can get that one done this month. And then I was working on my sock. I finally got the heel done. I just have the foot left, so, and the toe, so that should also get done this month. I'm so excited about that. I'm also still working on this that I haven't really told you what it is yet, but this is kind of what it looks like so far, and then I have all of this I-cord in the back of it, but that's a thing that I'm working on. I need a little bit more on that, and then I get to start the next part, and I'm very excited about that. Another thing I'm working on is my temperature blanket hexagons. So this one's from a couple weeks ago. I have 2 that I have to catch up on, and then I can seam them onto the blanket. But I am still working on my temperature blanket. It is coming along really well. I'm so proud of how this is turning out. If you want more information on my temperature blanket, I do have a couple videos on it, and I also have a few blog posts. So if you just go to sambartley.com and search temperature blanket, you'll see them all. And then last, okay, so I did start this in May, and this is all I haven't worked on it in June yet. This is all I've got done so far. But this is going to also be a cardigan. It's my first knit cardigan that I'm designing, and this is going to be a collaboration with Hobby too. So I can't really tell you a whole lot more about it. I will have more information coming up soon, but this is coming soon too. Yeah, so that's everything that I worked on and everything that I finished this month. Let's talk about books a little bit. So first up, I read Time Loops and Meet Cutes. This was an ARC that I was gifted, and absolutely loved this one. It was like a fever dream of a time loop, and I thought I knew what was going on, but I was so wrong, and it was so delightful. I loved it so much. Highly recommend that one. The next one I read, Stay For Me. This is Brittany Ann. We know that I love Brittany Ann with all of my heart, but I got Mag's story. Oh, Mag's story. I have one word. Firefly. Period. And then the next one I read was All Twerk No Play. This one was given to me by Bailey Seaborn and booked with the Emilys. They sent me the copy of it. This is book 2 in the series. The first one is Peppermint Bark No Bite. I love Bailey so much. I love her books. I love everything. So highly recommend this one. I marked how many times they twerked in the book, if you were wondering. And then I also read The Night and the Moth, but I had to bring both copies out because they're so pretty that I just couldn't not. But 5 stars, 6 stars if I could. I know some people are kind of bummed about it because it ends on like a massive cliffhanger, but it is a duology. We are getting a second book. You can't have everything in the first book, or else there's no point of a second book. Give it a minute. It's gonna be okay. And then the last one that, well, I technically read 2 more. I read And They Were Roommates. Very, very cute rom-com. Loved this one. And then I also read Charming Villain, Dark Mafia. That one was great too. But yeah, those are all of the books that I read this month. All of the reviews should be up on my blog. If not, they will be really soon. But they are all over on my Goodreads. So that's all linked below too, if you want to go check that out. And yeah, let's get into a couple things I just want to share. I'm not going to go through every single thing I wrote and every single thing I posted on YouTube, because you can go take a look at that if you want to. But I do want to highlight a couple things that I did. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so the first video I'm going to highlight is right here. And this one is all of my WIPS that I have actively going on and inactively going on. I'm going to update this video this month, and we're going to go through, so KnotBadBritt just did a video, Finish or Frog, and I had been planning on doing a similar video. Very clever name, but I had been planning on doing a similar video where we go through all my WIPS and then I decide like what I'm going to do with it. But I haven't done it yet, so she kind of inspired me to. So I'm gonna do that, but I do have all of my current WIPS up on that video. The other video I want to talk to you all about is my microtrope video. This one is hilarious. I go through all of my favorite microtropes in romance and romantasy, my top 10, and I really am loving the ones that y'all have told me about. I've had some DMs, I've had some comments, so make sure you go check that one out too. And then the last 2 I'll tell you about is my mystery TBR unboxing. I unboxed all of my mystery books, even though I probably shouldn't have, and we go through them and I like unhaul a couple of them, meaning I get rid of them, and then we're going to add some more and then wrap them all up and start over again. And then the other one is my crochet unboxing kit. So I was sent like 8 crochet kits and I unbox all of them and we kind of talk about them. I give you my initial thoughts and then I'm going to start reviewing them soon. So that is a quick breakdown of my favorite videos of the month. You can go check out the rest of them. And yeah, I think that is it. I will see you all on Sunday for my June Bookish Banter. We are going to do my TBR for the month and I'm going to talk about some new arcs coming up. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!